tell people when we're trying to hire people, please don't get too excited about people's experience, because you can always acquire more experience. I would rather you got excited about their intellect and their native intelligence, because I think once you get a certain amount of intelligence, you can cultivate it, but you're not going to get to go down to the Whole Foods and get some more every week, whereas you can get plenty more experience. So I think intelligence and then work ethic. I grew up when my dad put me to work. He was a Depression era working class guy who believed in the value of work and believed in the old traditional American upward mobility. I think the most important things were my parents insisting that I apply myself and work hard. You ultimately end up getting more responsibility when you take it. I've always tried very hard in any job to do what I was supposed to do and then do other stuff and say, gee, I've noticed that we are struggling here, and here is some analysis, or here's some ideas about what we could do there. Astonishingly enough, you often will be given responsibility if, I wouldn't say ask for it, but if you show some initiative towards solving the problems in an area, you'll often get put in charge of it. All management wants is people to solve their problems and to make them look good. And I don't mean that in quite as cynical manner as it sounded. I often have people talk about the people who work for me and say, oh, that's so-and-so is John's favorite. That's one of his guys. And I think, well, yeah, one of my guys is somebody who works for me, who helps me take care of the things that I need to get taken care of and solves the problems I have. So I have never been shy about that, or about trying to become one of those people. In any significant position of leadership, ultimately you've either got to be creative or to be capable of recognizing creative ideas, and both can work. My preference is to be creative, and I have not, in my role as president, I've not replaced myself in my old role as the editor-in-chief of the company. I like to combine the two roles. I think a separation of business and product is often artificial, and the most ideal way to drive business is to have the best products and the best ideas about how to manufacture, distribute, make, and monetize those products. And if you can have those things in one leader, I think it's best. It's certainly the view of my current boss, Bob Iger, who talks a lot about creative executive leadership and the advantage of creative leadership. I think it's very important to concentrate and work on something that you really enjoy. I have had the opportunity to work primarily in two businesses, the music business and the sports business, both of which I happen to enjoy, so I get to come to work every day and like what I do. And so if I like something, it very likely is the case that it's a good product and the customers, the fans, will like it as well. If you can't explain what you do in 2 or 3 sentences to a regular human being, it's probably not anything that I'm interested in working on.